Hi, church family. Pastor Falon here with your devotion for today. I want to talk to you a little bit about praise and worship and why we do it and why God specifically puts emphasis on worshiping Him in spirit and in truth. Let's go to John chapter 4, verses 23 through 24. So here's what it says. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father is seeking such to worship Him. God is spirit, and those who worship Him must worship in spirit and in truth. These are the words that Jesus spoke to the Samaritan woman at the well before He identified Himself as the Messiah. The Samaritan woman saw worship as a tradition done in a specific land to a specific God in that land rather than to the one true God. So Jesus told her very clearly that she was wrong in how she viewed worship, and He was trying to introduce her to the proper way of worship and who to worship. According to Jesus, there is no other way to worship the Father except in spirit and in truth, and that can be done from anywhere. So what does that mean to worship God in spirit and in truth? To understand that, we have to go deeper in Scripture and look at the original Hebrew and Greek words, see what they mean to really understand what that verse is saying. So if you look deeper into this verse in John chapter 4, you'll see that to worship in the Greek actually means to adore. It means to put value on something. And the Greek word for worship here is proskuneo, which means to kiss the hand in reverence, to fall on your knees in respect. It's an adoration. It's a value placed on someone. It's an outward expression of a heart fully surrendered to the Lord. It is not about just showing up in a specific place to sing and to corporately sing or privately sing, but it's the posture and intentions of someone's heart when they are singing and when they are praising the Lord. To worship God in spirit and in truth is to adore Him, is to value Him. And Jesus said that the Father is seeking those kind of worshipers. So what is He saying here? The original Greek word for seeking is zeteo, which means to crave, to demand of someone. So that kind of changes how you look at the verse, right? So you could say it like this: the Father craves such worship. The Father demands such worship. So what does that tell me? It tells me it's not necessarily a choice for me. It's not about my comfort level. It's not about what I've been taught all my life, but worship and praise is what He demands and craves and is what He wants from His sons and daughters. And if I love Him and I am fully surrendered to Him and I have given my life to Him, that means He has my full passion, my full adoration. That means I give Him 100% even when I don't feel like it, because I know He's worthy. Because it's not based upon my feelings. It's not based upon what I have deserved or have earned. But it's all based on what He deserves. And it's all based upon who He is and what He asked for. So it puts a deeper emphasis on what God is saying here. It's a matter of the heart. It's a matter of the intentions. You could sing a worship song and not mean one word you sing, and that to Him is just noise. But when you are singing to the Lord from a heart posture of surrender and adoration to Him, that is the worship He seeks. Why do we put such emphasis on praise and worship? Because God puts emphasis on praise and worship, and because He demands it and He craves it and He loves it. And when you truly encounter the Lord and His goodness and His kindness, His mercy and forgiveness and His love that covers a multitude of sin, you realize there's not enough hours in the day. There's not enough time that we can ever be given to give Him enough praise or to give Him enough worship, because He's always worthy. So I encourage you, let worship and praise to the Father be a lifestyle for you every single day.